ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्तेः पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे शुकतातं तपोनिधिं। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। अविकाराय शुद्धाय नित्याय परमात्मने सदैकरूपरूपाय विष्णवे प्रभविष्णवे। यस्य स्मरणमात्रेण जन्मसंसारबन्धनात् विमुच्यते नमस्तस्मै विष्णवे प्रभविष्णवे। ॐ नमो विष्णवे प्रभविष्णवे। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. So we will see now the prayer verses of Adi Shankaracharya before beginning the commentary on the Vishnu Sahasranama. So there are 3 of them. Satchidanandarupaya Krishnaya Klishtakarine Satchidanandarupaya Krishnaya Klishtakarine Namo Vedanta Vedyaya Namo Vedanta Vedyaya Gurave Buddhi Sakshine Gurave Buddhi Sakshine Satchidananda Rupaya Krishnaya Aklishtakarine Namaha Vedanta Vedyaya Gurave Buddhi Sakshine. So most of the words are in Chaturthi Vibhakti because of the Namaha. So Adi Shankaracharya has written here, my salutations to Shri Krishna, whose Swarupa is Satchit Ananda and who acts effortlessly without any kleshas, smoothly. Namaha unto the Lord, who is Vedanta Vedya, who is to be known by the Vedanta Shastras like Gita, Upanishads, and who has manifested as my Guru, who is my Guru, and also who is none other than the one who is the witness of my intellect, who shines in the Buddhi Guha. Satchidananda Rupaya Krishnaya Klishtakarine Namo Vedanta Vedyaya Gurave Buddhi Sakshine is the first shloka. Second one is where Adi Shankaracharya salutes the great Vyasacharya. Krishnadvaipayanam Vyasam Krishnadvaipayanam Vyasam Sarvalokahite Ratam Sarvalokahite Ratam Vedabja Bhaskaram Vande Vedabja Bhaskaram Vande Shamadinilayam Munim Shamadinilayam Munim Krishnadvaipayanam Vyasam Sarvalokahite Ratam Vedabja Bhaskaram Vande Shamadinilayam Munim. And here Aham Vande, I salute. Adi Shankaracharya writes, the great Muni Vyasa, who is Krishnadvaipayana. You know, that is another name for Vyasa because he is Krishna Varna, dark in color and born in a Dvipa, island. So Dvaipayanam Munim. And who is Rataha, rejoicing, ever rejoicing in what? Sarva Loka Hitam, rejoicing in the Loka Sangraha. And who is the Bhaskara, who is the sun for the Vedas, the lotus of the Vedas. Vedabja means the lotus-like Vedas which bloom when the sun shines. So we know the great Vyasacharya has codified, classified all the Vedas and made it easily accessible. So he is a Vedabja Bhaskaraha, Aham Vande. And what else? He is an abode, Nilaya. Nilaya for these Shamadamadi Shatka Sampattihi, abode of qualities like mastery over sense organs, over the mind, and unto such a Muni, Aham Vande. So this is in praise of Vedavyasa. And this third shloka here is in praise of the Sahasranama itself. And it appears to be in the longer mantra. Sahasramurte Purushottamasya Sahasranetranana Padabaho Sahasranamnam Stavanam Prashastam Niruchyate Janma Jaradishantyai Sahasramurte Purushottamasya Sahasranetranana Padabaho Sahasranamnam Stavanam Prashastam Niruchyate Janma Jaradishantyai. So here Shankaracharya writes that this Stavanam Prashastam Sahasranama, this compilation of the 1000 namas that is so praiseworthy, Stavanam and Prashastam, well known, Niruchyate is commented upon. And what else is the Sahasranama? It is describing that Purushottama who has 1000 manifestations, Sahasramurti, and who has Sahasra Netra, Sahasra Anana, Sahasra Pada, Bahu, and who has 1000 eyes, faces, feet and arms. And this Sahasranama is going to be commented by me, Adi Shankaracharya writes. What for? Janma Jaradi Shantyai. That is Janma Jara Adi Shanti, for freedom from these afflictions of Janma, Jara. Not only this, in between what we have Shoka, Moha, Pipasa, Kshuddha, Ragadveshas. So for the Jiva who is tossing in samsara, the great acharyas like Vedavyasa, Shankaracharya, so out of their compassion they do this Loka Sangraha and comment upon these Shastras. So these are the three beautiful prayer verses composed by Adi Shankaracharya. Now, we were in the middle of this 43rd shloka. We will chant it again first. Ramo Viramo Virato Margo Neyo Nayo Nayaha Veera Shaktimatam Shresthaha Dharmo Dharma Viduttamaha. So here the 11 namas are Ramaha, Viramaha, Virataha, Margaha, Neyaha, Nayaha, Anayaha. Veeraha Shaktimatam Shresthaha Dharmaha Dharma Viduttamaha. So we saw the first line already. Just a quick recap. Ramaha. No? Ramaha is Ramante Asmin iti Ramaha. The one who is, in whom one rejoices, is Ramaha. Yeah? And the great Sadashiva Brahmendra Swami has composed that beautiful song, Khelati Mama Hridaye Ramaha Khelati Mama Hridaye. Ramaha Mama Hridaye Khelati. The one who dances in my heart is that Sri Rama. So the Rama is the source of true happiness, and that Atma Rama is who Bhagavan really is. Yeah? So Ramaha is, we have already seen that. That is the Parama Satyam. Then Viramaha. Viramaha means the end. Full stop. Yeah? So the one in whom all find rest is Viramaha. Why? Because that is Purna Purushaha. And so the jivas find rest in withdrawing from the samsara and taking refuge in you, and hence you are praised as Viramaha. Then we saw how Sri Rama, as the Atma, is free from desires, Virataha. Now, because of this very reason of the nature of fullness, Ananda Swarupa Atma Rama. So, Virataha. Then the next few words also we saw, Margaha, Neyaha, Nayaha means Bhagavan, you are the leader. Nayaha. You are the Marga Bandhu. Remember Marga Bandhu Stotram? We chanted sometimes. Shambho Mahadeva Deva, like that it will start. That is Marga Bandhu Stotram. That is, Bhagavan is guiding the jivas out of this maze of samsara. Now, right from birth, who is guiding us? Through various gurus we have had. Gurus from school, college, friends, community, elders. And then finally, Bhagavan manifests as a guru in one's life and arranges the circumstances for the complete cessation of afflictions. So he is Nayaha, he is the Marga. So Rama is the path of inquiry and surrender and devotion, and Rama is the goal, and Rama is the Jiva also, because the Swarupa of the Jiva is Rama. But because of avidya, ignorance, one has not discovered the Rama Tattvam and all those namas we saw. Margaha, Neyaha, then Anayaha. But Bhagavan is not going to be led anywhere. Yeah, because Bhagavan is the goal. And Bhagavan is not confused like us, like jivas. So Bhagavan does not need a guru or a guide to be freed from samsara. So that was the word Anayaha, that Bhagavan has no need for a guru and Bhagavan is the ultimate end. Then the second line we had these words, Viraha. Very simple word. Viraha means the valorous one. So Bhagavan, you are the source of all power and you have manifested as Sri Rama, Sri Krishna, all these great courageous role models, and we derive our strength also from you. So you are Viraha. Then Shaktimatam Shreshtaha. The two words are one nama here. The Shaktimat is again that Matu Pratyaya here. Shaktimat means the one who has Shakti. No? And who has Shakti? So we see in the world there are many lawyers, doctors, politicians, heads of state. They are all very, very powerful. They enjoy certain status, wealth, and certain recognition, or they've achieved something in life. So they are all Shaktimats. But Shaktimatam Shreshtaha is you. Because you have endowed those people with that skill, the power of knowledge, and so you are the source of their power. So you are Shaktimatam Shreshtaha. And when these powerful people need help, they will come to you only, no? They will run to Balaji and they will run to Tirupati, and they also need help from you. So you are the source of all power. Shaktimatam Shreshtaha. Then we have the very important word Dharmaha. Comes from the Dhr Dhatu. Dharayati iti Dharmaha. Dharayati means that which upholds, sustains. So Bhagavan is praised here as Dharmaha, the one who upholds the cosmic order, the cosmic Dharma. So anytime there is an imbalance or there is some transgression, then there is a law there to punish the person. There is a law there of karma which will connect the doer and the result sooner or later. So you have laid out the entire infrastructure and all the perfect order that we see in nature, and so that is why you are praised as Dharma. When we see a situation like pandemics, we went through a pandemic, or we see the prevailing terrorism, as a jiva we feel very helpless. All we can do is pray. but that is also part of the universal dharma. So Bhagavan is performing that recycling and upholding the cosmic dharma in this way. Dhareti iti dharma. Actually, the word dharma has many meanings. No, Sanatana dharma, religion. Then dharmas are the gunas, the qualities. No, then dharma is my swadharma, what I have to do. And then there is samanya dharma, universal dharmas. And in the Gita, we have seen in chapter 18, no? Swakarmana tamabhyarchya siddhim vindati manavaha. The best form of worship for a manavaha is what? Swadharma. So when I do what is to be done by me at this place P, time T, I am worshipping Ishvara. Yeah? And very difficult to do at times, no? To accept a situation and go along with the flow. So that is here Bhagavan is praised as the Shashvata Dharma Gopta. That means the one who is the protector of Dharma at all levels. Then the last nama in this 43rd verse is Dharma Viduttamaha. So here there is a Dharma Vit and Uttamaha. Two words clubbed together. So who is a Dharma Vit? A Dharma Vit is the one who has studied the Shastras. And what are the Shastras? We have the primary Shastras in the form of Shruti, Vedas, Upanishads. Then secondary Shastras, of course, are Smriti, Itihasas and all the secondary literature we have. But all of them talk about what? Dharma. Now, how do we know there is Papa, Punyam, Dharma, Punarjanma, Moksha? We can only know from the Shastras. So, the one who has studied the Shastras is a Dharmavit. But then here, Bhagavan is praised as Dharma Viduttamaha. Who's the author of the Shastras? You. So, as Bhagavan has manifested in the form of the Shastras itself, Shabda Pramana. So, you have to be the ultimate authority and the knower amongst all the knowers of Dharma. And that is why as human beings we are limited by our intellect. So at times we are confused. What is my Dharma? What to do? What not to do? Yeah, you see a lot of examples in the Shastras, no? Bhishma, Dronacharya, they could not prevent, their Vadhu, the daughter-in-law from being disgraced, and they were frozen. They could not, comply with the dharmas. That is because of the limited intellect, no? But not so Bhagavan. Bhagavan is limitless, and so he is Uttamaha of all the Dharmavits. Dharmavitam Uttamaha. And that completes the 43rd verse. Now let's go on to 44th. Ramo viramo virato margo neyo nayo nayaha veera shaktimatam shreshtaha dharmo dharma viduttamaha vaikuntha purusha pranaha प्राणदः प्रणवः पृथुः हिरण्यगर्भः शत्रुघ्नः व्याप्तो वायुरधोक्षजः वैकुण्ठः पुरुषः प्राणः प्राणदः प्रणवः पृथुः हिरण्यगर्भः शत्रुघ्नौ व्याप्तो वायुरधोक्षजः. So the namas here are Vaikunthaha, Purushaha, Pranaha, Pranadaha, Pranavaha, Prituhu, Hiranyagarbhaha, Shatrugnaha, Vyaptaha, Vayuhu, Adhokshajaha. 11 namas here. And did you notice here in the first line, Purusha, Prana, Pranada, Pranava, Pratuhu, all starting with Pakara. So this is an example of Alankara in Sanskritam. The Deva Bhasha, we have this ornamentation, beautification by having the similar aksharas or sounds. No, it's a very nice example of alankara. And now we come to the first word, which is very well known to all of us, Vaikuntha. Where is Vaikuntha? We don't know. Yeah, but we have heard about it. Yeah, Shruta. We have heard about it, read about it. It is a loka, Vishnu loka. But here, Bhagavan is praised as Vaikuntha, not the loka. So there is a difference here. And so Bhashyakara explains the difference here in two ways. The first is kuntha. Kuntha means an obstacle. Yeah, and vai. Vai is like vina. Vina kuntha. The one who has no obstacles, unobstructed. Who is that? You. So Bhagavan, you are Satya Sankalpavan. Your Sankalpa is carried out, unfailingly. So the first meaning Bhashyakara gives is unobstructed. Vina kuntha. Now the second explanation is Vividha kunthaha yasya saha. The one who is the creator of obstacles. Kuntha remains same meaning. But Vividha. Vividha means diverse obstacles. So we see in life that everybody has to go through speed breakers in life. There will be some events that will jolt us, right? So if there are problems in school, in college, or somebody is not getting married, and if they're getting married, no children, or visas denied, health issues, always there seems to be some kuntha. But really speaking, they are not kuntas. They are facts. Yeah, but the jiva will perceive it as kunta. Yeah, and so Bhagavan is described here as in keeping with the jiva karma, individual karma, group karma, national karma, international karma, there will be such situations and events. And so they are kuntas. Yeah, so Bhagavan is the creator of obstacles. Bhagavan is actually akarta, but he is facilitating these karma phalam exhaustion. Why will Bhagavan do that? Because Bhagavan has to guide the jiva. Initially, fulfillment of desires. And then when we come across obstacles, we will start inquiring, why this happened to me? I did not do anything. Why I am not getting what I worked for? So slowly the jiva's mind will mature and come to Bhagavan. That is the real intention of Bhagavan. Yeah? Not a sadist who is creating obstacles. No? So that is the second meaning Bhashyakara gives here. No? Vividha kunthaha. So those two meanings for Vaikuntha. Then Purushaha. Purushaha we have seen a number of times. And Puri Shete iti Purushaha. That is in this 9-gated body city, the one who is indwelling. If you take the body to be a palace, then you are the Maharaja. If you describe the body as a temple, you are the Devaha, shining Devaha. And Kaivalya Upanishad said, you are the one dancing in the 3 bodies, not one body. The causal body city, subtle body city, and this gross body city. So Puratraye Kridati. In this, you can take 3 cities or Navadvare Pure Dehi Ita. In the 9-gated body city, the one who is indwelling. Yeah? Then the other meaning is Purnat iti Purushaha. Yeah? You are Purnaha. You are fullness. You don't lack anything. So you destroy all the papas. No? So you can connect it to that puri, the full blown puri in the hot oil. How it nicely float in the oil, because now it is Purna. So Purnat iti Purushaha, Pura iti Sarvam, and you fill up everything like space like consciousness, Purushaha. So all these meanings we have seen a number of times. Then Pranaha. Pranaha is the vital force, the vital force which enlivens the body. It is the subtle link between the gross body and the mind, prana. It sustains the bodies, yeah, energizing. So Bhagavan is praised as prana. Yeah, praniti iti prana. So the one who breathes is alive. How? Because you are sustaining the person or that jiva with prana. You know, in the Upanishad there is a story about how once all the sense organs and the mind, you know, they're having an argument. No, we are all different in our domains are different. You know what the eye can do, ear cannot do, all that. But who is the best among us? So let us figure it out. So one by one, the sense organs say, okay, you know, one by one we will leave the body, and then you see how you manage. So first Chakshu leaves, and then of course, you know, the others manage, because once the Chakshu is not working, it's a blind world, but you still carry on your activities. Then Chakshu comes back and says, how did you fare? Yeah, we were cut off from forms and colors, but you know, we could manage. And then ear, you know, the ear leaves. Then again they say it was a very silent word, but we could manage. So one by one they all leave, but anytime one sense is cut off does not mean that one ceases to exist. No? Then the mind says, okay, what if I leave? Can you all manage? The mind also leaves. It's a story. And then when the mind returns, antakarana, then the sense organ says, yeah, the mind, you are the boss. So when you left, we were like, you know, like children. Yeah, we were just playing around with no sense of direction. Yeah, we didn't get direction, but we managed. Now, hearing all these people, the prana, the prana says, okay, now let me leave. And even as he is beginning to leave, what happens? All the sense organs, they are feeling something. And the mind, nothing can work even as the prana reduces, let alone talk about leaving completely. So they say, no, don't leave. So prana is the most important, and that by which, you know, all the faculties function, the mind gets its energy, kriya shakti is there by prana. And that is how Bhagavan is praised as prana. The next nama is pranadaha. So prana dadati iti pranadaha. The one who gives prana, who endows the bodies with prana. But also we have to remember prana harati api, you know, Bhagavan, the one who takes away prana also. So both meanings. You know, if you remember, the wife of Shantanu, no, is Ganga Devi, and Bhishma Acharya is Ganga Putra. But before Bhishma, what did Ganga Devi do? She was drowning the newborn babies, right? So everybody in the royalty, they are shocked. You know, what is this girl doing? But she had taken a promise from Shantanu, you should not, you know, question my, you know, my decisions. He said, fine. But then he couldn't withstand, and finally he prevented her from the ninth baby. But why did she do that? Because there is a reason. You know, those babies were Vasus. They were some exalted celestials in the previous birth. They were cursed to be born as a human. So she was putting an end to the curse. So as pranadaha, or the one who takes away prana, both are facts. No, one is born for a reason, and when the prana is over, no, then that is also for a reason, yeah, which we cannot know. So Bhagavan is praised as the one who provides this vital link and also cuts the link, and also at Pralaya Kala, the prana is going to fold back into Avyaktam. Then we have Pranavaha. And you know, Pranavaha is just another nama for Omkara. No? Om is a monosyllable mantra, and Pranavaha means Omkara. So Pranauti iti Pranavaha, the one who is saluted. How do we salute Parabrahma? By Pranavaha or Omkara. So when we want to call Brahma or Bhagavan, His name is Om. And another nama for that is Pranavaha. So the one who is saluted. Yeah, so that is why here we have Omkara is the word and the meaning also. Vak and Arthaha. Both are Bhagavan. Then Prithuhu. Prithuhu is when Bhagavan is praised, the one who is Prithuhu means the one who is manifest as the vast universe. Yeah? Vistara, the one who is expanded in the form of the manifest universe. No? Prithuhu. Then we have Hiranyagarbha, and we all know this very well. Hiranyagarbha is the name for Brahmadev, the Karta. No? But who is Brahmadev really? The Brahmadev is the sum total of all the minds, the total cosmic mind. Yeah, before the Srishti manifests is Brahmadev. The Puranas have personified that, that subtle cosmic mind as Chaturmukha Brahmadev. And so here Bhagavan is praised as the manifestation of that golden Hiranmayam Jnanam. How that knowledge which is going to manifest as lokas, as jivas, as laws, as functions, as karmaphalam, that is Hiranmayam, shining in the Garbha, that is still to manifest. And so you are the cause for that shining knowledge in the form of the subtle mind first, the subtle universes, and then the gross universes. Hiranyagarbha. Then we have Shatrughnaha. Again, the Rudhi meaning, the popular meaning is the brother of Lakshmana. Shatrughnaha. And the etymological meaning is Shatrun Hanti. The Gnaha at the end means Hanti, destroys. So the one who destroys the enemies is Bhagavan. And what does this mean? Are there enemies? No. It is said there are only people outside, but the enemies are inside, in the mind. So Gita has defined the Shad Ripus, the 6 forms of enemies, internal enemies as Kamaha, Krodhaha, Lobhaha, Madaha, Mohaha, Matsaryaha. So the 6 forms of enemies, only by your grace, Bhagavan, I can destroy. So you are praised as Shatrughnaha. Then we have Vyaptaha. Vyaptaha has the same meaning as Vishnu. Now Vyaptaha means all pervading, limitless. How can something pervade everything? Only when it is the cause. So Bhagavan, you are the Upadana, material cause for the entire Jagat. Just like how this shawl is pervaded by fabric and this pot is pervaded by clay. So clay is Vyapta. If you have a clay world, clay items, like you go out in the summer now, they will have all these clay things, clay jars and clay cups and all. They are all pervaded by clay. So that is called to be Vyaptam. So Bhagavan, you are the cause of the entire Jagat, and hence you pervade everything in the Jagat. You are praised as Vyaptaha. Then Vayu. Vayu is also very simple, and Shankaracharya says that which Vati, which flows, and Gandham Karoti, and which brings us the sweet fragrance, is called Vayuhu. No? Namaste Vayo Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi. In the Shanti prayer, traditional Shanti prayers, Vayu is prayed to as a Vedic deity. Namaste Vayu, you are Pratyaksha Devata. Pratyaksha does not mean, we only can see through eyes. Vayu can be felt by the Tvak Indriya, right? When there's a cold breeze, then we feel it. How? The skin picks up the Vayu Tattva. So you are Pratyaksha Devata because I can sense your presence. So Bhagavan is praised as the manifestation Vayuhu. Then Adho Kshajaha. Interesting, unusual word. Adhokshajaha. So if you look at the word, there are three components. Adhaha, then the ksha is there, and ja, which can take on different meanings. Yeah, adhokshajaha. One meaning is adho means down. Yeah, and ksha is ksharati, decays or declines. Yeah, and so the one who ja means jatu means ever. So one who can never go down. So similar meaning we saw in Achyutaha, Chitihi Yasya Nasti. The one who can never deviate from his Swarupa, who can never fall down or diminish or decline, is Adhokshajaha. One meaning. Then Akshaha. Akshaha means the heavenly worlds. And Adho means down below. That is the earth. Prithvi Loka. And Ja is Jayate. So, second meaning of Adhokshajaha is referring to the Virat Purushaha, whose heads are the heavenly worlds above and the feet are the earth. Yeah, Adhokshajaha. Then also another third meaning Acharya gives is Aksha. Aksha means the sense organs. Yeah, sense organs. Adho can also mean inwards. Yeah. So when the sense organs and the mind are turned inwards, what do we discover? We discover you, Paramatma. So you are Adhokshajaha. Knowledge is born, is Jayate, when the akshis or akshas, sense organs are turned inwards, purified and steadied, then knowledge of Paramatma is born. So the three meanings are contained in this one word, Adhokshajaha. And with that we complete the 44th shloka. Once again. Vaikunthah Purushah Prana Pranadav Pranavah Prithuh Hiranyagarbhah Shatrughno Vyapto Vayuradhokshajaha. Next, 45th shloka. Ritu Sudarshana Kala Parameshti Parigraha Ugra Samvatsaro Daksho Vishramo Vishwadakshinaha. Ritu Sudarshana Kala Parameshti Parigraha Ugra Samvatsaro Daksho Vishramo Vishwadakshinaha. Here the 10 namas are Rituhu, Sudarshanaha, Kalaha, Parameshti, Parigraha, Ugraha, Samvatsaraha, Dakshaha, Vishramaha and Vishwadakshinaha. So we will look at it one by one. Some of them are simple, like Rituhu. Yeah, Rituhu actually means a season, right? In Bharat we have 6 Ritus. Shat Ritavaha. Vasanta, Grishma, Varsha, Sharat, Shishira, Hemanta. So there's like a pre-winter and a winter. So 6 seasons, and each season the duration is 2 months. And so one whole year is divided into 6 Ritus. So here Bhagavan is praised as the season, a unit of time. And 1 year is taken by the earth to go around the sun. Yeah? Now how perfect the arrangement is. So Bhagavan is praised as the Ritu for us to see the glory of Bhagavan in every Ritu. What is the glory in Grishma Ritu? Mangoes. So the hotter the summer, the more luscious the mangoes. No? And so every Ritu has its glory. Vasanta Ritu is beautiful, no? We celebrate the advent of spring and all the flowers. So Bhagavan, you are, in the form of the Ritu, or you are in the form of time. Yeah? And also Bhagavan removes all the difficulties. if the earth is not heated up in the Grishma and then drenched with the rains, there cannot be a fertile crop. So that is how Bhagavan is preparing for life to be sustained on earth through the varieties of ritus. Yeah? Then we have Sudarshanaha, and we are familiar Sudarshana Chakra. So one meaning is obvious, the Lord who has the Sudarshana Chakra, which actually symbolizes time, the cosmic time. But the other meaning which Acharya takes here is Su is Sukhena and Darshana is Darshanam. The one who, whose Darshana we can gain very easily. Now let's say, you want Balaji Darshanam. Is it Sudarshanam? Sukhena Darshanam? Not at all. We have to book in advance and then line up in queue, and then it is not at all Sukhena. But here Bhagavan is praised as very easily we can have Bhagavad Darshanam. How? Atma Swarupena, right here and now, 24/7. How am I able to speak right now? Because of Bhagavan's presence. It is the voice behind the voice, eye of the eye, ear of the ear, prana of the prana. So in every experience, I am having darshanam of Bhagavan. Right now, it is in the form of my dharma. He is the form that he is empowered all the senses. So, is he not Sudarshanaha? Yes. Easily, we can have a beautiful darshanam, provided we have the mind which can gain this knowledge. The mind that is turned inwards and which is purified and steadied. That is the meaning here. And also Acharya says that one who is has got the Shubha Ikshanam, beautiful eyes that bless with darshanam. So Sukhena Drishyate iti Sudarshanaha, the one who is seen, and obviously seen means understood here. Now Jnanameva, by knowledge alone will I get this easy understanding. Yeah. Now that does not mean I don't go to temples, no. But why do we go to temples? Most of the time you will see we go to temples because there is a Sakama Bhakti involved. Yeah. And that is fine because we are taking refuge in the Lord for some removal of obstacles, some gain or something that I feel I need. And that is not going to be so Sukhena. But here, right now, a Nishkama Bhakta can effortlessly, Sukhena, get the Atma Darshanam. So you are praised as Sudarshana. Then we have Kalaha. Bhagavan has said this in chapter 10 also. Vibhuti Yoga Kalayatam Kalaha Asmi. I am Kala Devata. I am Kalayati. Kalayati. Kalayati means one who counts. So who is keeping track of, the time that is ticking away? That is Bhagavan, who abides as the Kala Devata. Then we have Parameshti. Parameshti is Parama. Parama is supreme, the highest. And Ishti comes from the dhatu Stha. Sthatisht. Stha means to abide. So Parameshti is you who abide and shine in the lotus-like heart. Parameshti. In the Buddhi Guha you call it, or the Hrit Pundarika. You are, you're shining independently and effulgently in the space of the heart temple. Parameshti. Then we have Parigraha. Parigraha is means actually collection, accumulation. In the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, you may have come across the word aparigraha. Aparigraha is a value for non-accumulation. Today if we look around in our homes, what will we find? Lots of clothes, lots of chappals and sandals. Then jewelry will be there. Books definitely. Hard drives will be there. Then I have 3 flasks. I'm thinking, what will I do with them? I just need one. So this is called parigraha, no? And Pujya Swamiji would talk about one Mahatma in Rishikesh, a sannyasi who had this habit of collecting dabbas. So anytime somebody will give some chavanprash or some sweets, he will finish the content and then store the dabba. So his one room will be filled with dabbas. So why does one collect and hoard? Kaam mein aayega, I will need it in the future, we think. Yeah, as though the future is in our hands. Yeah, next moment is not in our hands. So that is why minimalism has become so popular now. Have only what you need. Have 2-3 sets of slippers, few clothes you have, then less maintenance, less tension, less conflict. That is called aparigraha. But here Bhagavan is praised as parigraha, the one who receives. Yeah, who receives or who collects. What does Bhagavan collect? Our devotion, our devotional offerings. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati. Gita. Now whatever you offer, Krishna received the poha of Sudama, then a leaf, fruit, flower, just water. If you give me with bhakti, I will accept. So that is one meaning. Yeah, the one who receives. Yeah. Then parigraha is, if you take the meaning grihyate, grihyate means to grasp. So the one who is paritaha grihyate, the one who is grasped by devotees from all directions, which means the one to whom everybody surrenders is parigraha. Yeah? And then grihyate is also understood as nyayate, the one who is known from all directions and known as my Atma, the Atma Tattvam, and that which is the substratum of this entire universe. Yeah? So all these meanings we can have in parigraha. Then ugraha. Ugraha means terrible and fierce, like Narasimha Avatara, ugraha. Now ugraha is Bhagavan, takes fierce forms again to restore the balance of dharma. So right now we are experiencing Agni Nakshatram. That is also Ugra Swarupa of Bhagavan. Yeah? And then there will be lashing thunderstorms. That is also Ugra Swarupa. So these polarities can be, extreme polarities are there. You are the author of them to maintain a net balance. So you are Ugraha. Then we have Samvatsaraha. We have seen this Nama before. Samvatsaraha is the 60-year cycles. No? This is Shobhakrit Samvatsara. Then we have Prabhava, Vibhava, like that. But here Acharya gives another meaning, that is Samvasanti Yasmin iti Samvatsaraha, in whom all the beings Vasanti, Samyak Vasanti, Samvasanti, and all beings reside or dwell in whom, yeah, is you. You as the Avyaktam, as the Garbha, from which everything is going to manifest. And even now we see, even in the manifest Srishti, the whole universe is abiding in you, because you are the Paramarthika Satyam. No? See, without the Sat, can a pot exist without the Sat? No. So the pot is abiding in the Sat, Samvasati. So like that, Samvasanti is everything, whether it is Jada or Chetana being, you are giving the Adhara. So Samvasanti. Then Dakshaha. Dakshaha means the one who is very, very efficient. Yeah? The one who is an expert. Dakshaha. We saw this meaning when we did the Dakshina Murti Stotram. recently we uploaded all the talks, audios and videos, so you can view them or listen to them. The two meanings of Dakshinamurti: one is the Adi Guru Dakshinamurti faces Dakshina, like I am facing now, also south. Then second meaning is Daksha Asya Asti iti Dakshina Murti. The one who has expertise in what? In running the world show, Srishti, Sthiti, Laya, the cosmic functions, who has the Dakshata. So you are praised as Dakshaha. Then Vishramaha. Now Vishrama we know is rest, abiding in a peaceful moment when we enjoy, that is called Vishramaha. Being at home. No? At home we all relax. No, there is no demanding boss is there. No interfering people. So we can wear what we like. We can think what we like. Vishramaha. So Bhagavan is praised as the Vishramaha from this fire of samsara, where there are the sixfold afflictions: pipasa, kshudha, shokaha, mohaha, jara, vyadhi. All these afflictions that toss the jiva, you are the Vishramaha, or the resting place. And even in samsara, as we are dealing with samsara, you are the refuge. And even to get the freedom from samsara, you grant the liberation. And we have seen that earlier. You are the marga, you are the goal, you are the swarupa. And you manifest to the one who chooses this path, you will manifest all the circumstances, the steps to come to that Vishramaha. Yeah? So Swamiji will say, we should all think and meditate on how to relax in the lap of Ishvara. So to close your eyes and then feel that you are like a child in the lap of Ishvara. Ishvara is holding you. And that is called bringing more and more Ishvara into one's life. That means what? I should have more trust. Yeah, trust that what happened, what is happening, what is going to happen is perfect. It is the plan of Ishvara. So the more I have this trust and acceptance and surrender, then I will also be constantly in Vishramaha. Then the last nama here is Vishwadakshinaha. Vishwadakshinaha is again the Daksha. We'll take that example, which is the expert. And here Vishwadakshina is, in the whole world, you are the most powerful and the most capable person. And we see, this dakshata in the world. A sthapati, a sculptor, makes a beautiful statue of Krishna. And the scientists are able to explore into outer space and discover all these hidden mysteries of space. Yeah, and everybody has some skill, talent, resource in the world. But you are the one who are the source of all the talent, skills, and the expertise. So you are Vishwadakshinaha. You are the source. And that is the last nama here in this shloka. We will chant again. Ritu Sudarshana Kala Parameshthi Parigraha Ukra Samvatsaro Daksho Vishramo Vishwadakshinaha. Then 46 we have Vistarasthavarasthanu Pramanam Bijamavyayam Artho Nartho Mahakosho Mahabhogo Mahadhanaha. Here we have 9 namas. Vistaraha, Sthavaraha, Sthanuhu, Pramanam, Bijam Avyayam, Arthaha, Anarthaha, Mahakoshaha, Mahabhogaha, Mahadhanaha. Now see how the words change, but sometimes the meaning remains the same. Or sometimes same word will be there, different meanings in the Vishnu Sahasranama. So here, what do we have? The first nama is Vistaraha. There was an airline, no, called Vistara. Vistara. Vistara means which is expanded, no, limitless. So Vistara is in whom all the worlds expand, no, and we have already seen that how the Bhagavan is the twofold cause for spreading into the entire Jagat as the Adhisthana. One is the Upadana Karanam by the power of Maya, and the other is the intelligent, efficient cause, Nimitta Karanam. And that is how you manifest this Vistaram Jagat, this expanded Jagat. Then the next two words are clubbed together, Sthavara Sthanuhu. Sthavara, you know, is those entities in the world that do not move. Now, earth is also Sthavara. We know earth moves. Yeah, but earth will not move, of its own. So, plants, mountains, rivers, earth, all these are clubbed into Sthavara. Yeah, there is some movement. Rivers flow, plants will sway in the wind, earth spins on its axis, but it cannot change residence. It cannot change its place of being. Oceans have to be there at that place. Yeah. So these are the Sthavaras. Then here Bhagavan is praised as the Sthanuhu, as the basis for all the Sthavaras. What is it that empowers these Sthavara units in the world? That is you. You are Sthanuhu. You are the substratum. You are holding them. Then we have Pramanam. Now Pramanam also we have seen a number of times, and a very, very important word. I told you always in our courses in Anekati, I think one whole month will be devoted to this Pramana by Puja Swamiji. What does Pramana mean? Prama Karanam. A valid mode of knowledge is called Pramanam. It does not mean proof or authority. A means of knowledge. Like for example, right now I am looking at the Zoom screen and at the shlokas. So the eyes are the Pramana for the form and color, but not for sounds. Eyes will not give me sound. Pramana. So Pramana means knowledge and means of knowledge. So we have seen Pratyaksha Pramana, Anumanam, and Arthapati, Upalabdhi, and Upamanam. The various ways we can gain knowledge about anything in the world. That is called Pramanam. Now, Bhagavan is praised as Pramanam here, means we are gaining knowledge of Bhagavan, but only the Saguna manifestations. I can perceive the Aditya as Bhagavan. I can feel the Vayu as Bhagavan. I can feel Bhagavan in the taste on my tongue. Fine. But for Nirguna Param Brahma, I cannot go to Pratyaksha Pramana or inference. I have to only go to Shabda Pramana. That's the sixth. Shabda Pramana are the Vedas, the Shastras, the Agama. So it is said that Atma is not Pratyaksha. We cannot perceive the Atma with the mind or the senses. Then is it Paroksha? Is it remote? No, neither. It is neither Pratyaksha nor Paroksha. Then what is it? Nitya Aparoksha. Important word in Vedanta. Nitya Aparoksha means it is you. It is ever there. Nitya Aparoksha. It can never vanish. So that is Pramana. Then Bijam Avyayam. That's also easy. Bhagavan is praised as the seed of the entire universe, Bijam, but the seed that is Avyayam. Seed means cause. The Karanam that does not change. You take an ordinary seed, let's say papaya seed, and it breaks through the topsoil and then changes into a sprout, then a sapling. Bijam is no more there. It has changed. So milk turning to yogurt, milk undergoes change, parinami. And all these mangoes that we plucked yesterday, if you make if you make pachadi and all these beverages and avakai, the original mango has changed. But not so Bhagavan. Bhagavan is Avyayam Bijam. Retaining the nature has manifested the world. The example is given of the dream here. How, on my bed I'm lying down, but I'm dreaming of being in America, and maybe I'm doing shopping in the Walmart there. Yeah, and maybe I'm a Texan male in the dream and not Swamini Sumatmananda. So, but then there is no real change, right? When the dream is over, you're back. So Bijam Avyaya means the Vivarta Upadana Karanam, changeless cause of the universe. Yeah, that is the name here. Then we have Arthaha. Arthaha means Arthyate iti Arthaha. Artha has various meanings. Artha means wealth and which is sought after. Artha means Prayojanam, and Artha also means that which is moksha also. Yeah, various meanings are there. So the Purusharthas we know Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. So Purushaihi Arthyate iti Purushartha, that which is sought after by humans, because only they have free will, are the Purusharthas. No? But why do we seek the Purusharthas? Because we want you. Initially, indirectly, everybody wants Bhagavan through wealth, through status, through power, through whatever, security. And then later, the direct route through Dharma and Moksha. So you are the real Arthaha, the goal that is sought after by all. Arthaha. Next one is Anarthaha, Na Arthaha. So here what this means is that for Bhagavan, there is no motive of doing the Srishti. There is no personal agenda, no intention. So, na arthaha for Bhagavan. And Bhagavan has said this in the Gita, Name Parthasti Kinchana. In creating the whole worlds, I don't gain anything. Yeah, if I do all this, and I do that as a trigger. Yeah, I initiate my Maya Shakti, and worlds are born, and where all jivas are exhausting their karma phalam, but I do nothing. Yeah, I am actionless. Yeah, there is nothing for me to accomplish. I don't gain anything. So na arthaha is called anarthaha, another name by praising Bhagavan. Then we have 3 namas. We can complete it, I think, today. Mahakoshaha. Koshaha means a treasury, a safe. So Mahakoshaha means you are, like Vitta Kosha we have. Vitta Kosha means bank. Yeah. But you are Mahakosha means with infinite wealth. The wealth of Bhagaha. Aishwaryam, Shri, Yashas, Vairagyam, Balam. All these we saw in infinite absolute measure. Who has is Bhagavan. So you are Mahakoshaha, that is one meaning. Second meaning is, we have to go to the meaning of Koshaha. What does Koshaha mean? Koshaha in English translates to sheath. The Rajputs, they would have the sword, and they will put the sword back into a sheath. It's called scabbard, I think, scabbard. And then they take it out, Jai Bhavani. So that sheath covers the sword. You can't see the sword because of the sheath. So too, Bhagavan is as though covered by what? Panchakoshas. Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, Anandamaya Kosha. So these are the layers of our personality, from the gross to the subtlemost Anandamaya Kosha. These are like the prakarams in a temple. As a child, when I would go to Srirangam, I would often complain. So many, round and round and round we are going, from the outer to the inner. I will keep asking, when will we be in the temple. Wait would be the answer. So our koshas are like this, So spiritual practice, we are all wanting to transcend from the gross to the subtlemost, and then reach the Garbhagraham to have the Atma Darshanam. So who is Mahakoshaha? You, Bhagavan. You are as though veiled, hidden by the koshas. And how do I transcend the koshas? I can't peel them off like onions, but I have to purify the koshas. When I purify Annamaya kosha with pure food, then I gain entry to Pranamaya. Then do Pranayama, Bhajan, Kirtan and all, purify one layer after the other. Then finally we have Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasnam, Vijnanamaya kosha will reveal the shining one in the Buddhi. So that is the meaning. Then we have Mahabhogaha. So Mahabhoga is the one who is the greatest Bhokta. Bhokta means enjoyer. So Bhagavan is, enjoying this Chappan Bhog in Puri we see. So what does this mean? Does Bhagavan actually enjoy the Naivedyam that we are offering? Yes and no. In a subtle way, Bhagavan receives it and converts it into prasada, and then we enjoy the prasadam. Yeah. So Bhagavan is the Mahabhoga, means what? He experienced the Paramananda. The experiential Ananda, we know, goes through degrees of Priya, Moda, Pramoda. There will be always comparative and superlative degrees to the Ananda we get in the world. They are all what? Agama Payanaha. They will come and depart. Yeah. And if we are not ready for the departure, then there will be a feeling of sadness. Yeah? This is the nature of experiential Ananda. But Bhagavan is Mahabhokta, means Mahabhoga means Paramananda Swarupa. Unalloyed happiness, which is not dependent on a person, event, situation. Then only I will be happy. No. So ever contented and happy is this Swarupananda, which is praised as Mahabhogaha here. And the last nama for today is Mahadhanaha. Dhanam we know is wealth. So the one to whom the greatest wealth belongs. What is the greatest wealth? Moksha. That is the Nishreyasa Phalam. So you are the source of Shreyas and Preyas. Material prosperity, growth, and also spiritual growth and eventually liberation. This is the great Dhanam that is praised here. So you see that Bhagavan is praised as Mahadhanaha, means the one who does not go after finite Dhanam, but who enjoys the fullness, Swarupananda. That is the Mahadhanaha. Let's chant it one more time. Vistarasthavarasthanuho pramanam bijamavyayam artho nartho mahakosho mahabhogo mahadhanaha. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Tat Sat.